What's up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It is time for the weekend forecast for all of my signs of the zodiac. I got a couple of cool announcements to make, so stick around. What is up, everybody, and happy Friday. It's time for the weekend forecast. I got some cool announcements to make, dude. So, a lot of you heard the announcement that I made yesterday, where I went ahead and put a new course in my school of self mastery. It's my personal opinion that it's the most valuable course in my school. That's my personal belief. You may or may not feel that way, but I feel that way because this is a course that breaks down and explains the steps to healing and the healing process and the healing journey. That's a very slippery topic to talk about because we are all on a different path and whatnot. So, there's no like one size fits all for everybody's journey. So, I've done the best that I could to deliver the energy in a way that you can figure out how to energetically navigate your own unique path so that hopefully I can do a better job at making it a one size fits all. So that's only $9.99. That's on my website, tarotwithrich.com. Also, you all know that all September long, there has been a special reading sale to celebrate my 5 years reading tarot on YouTube, where all the pre-recorded personal readings are $50 off. Well, September's not over yet, so that's still going on. That will end on the last day of September. And for October, we've added back the mini readings and cut $10 off. So that's the special for October. The mini readings are back and they're $10 off. So they're only $40. So that's available on my website now. We went ahead and did that a couple of days early. So all that information and more is in the description of this video if you're interested in a personal reading. All right. So let's go ahead and jump on into the weekend forecast. Aries, what's up, dude? What is good? Uh-oh, cards already fell out on the floor. Let's see what fell out. The Ace of Wands reversed and the Page of Swords reversed. Some of you got a stalker. I'm putting those back in the deck, though. Let's see if they come back out. All right, what important messages do we have for my Aries friends this weekend? The Four of Cups in the reverse. Ooh. There may be somebody who realized that they missed a good opportunity, and they realize it now. They may be realizing that they screwed up something good. That may be regretting missing an opportunity or passing on an opportunity. Ooh, the Lover's card. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Before I speak on those. Yep, there it is. Okay. All right. So there is past energy and new energy in the same spread here. So with the Page of Cups in the upright here and the Eight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, you do have unfinished business and an incomplete karmic contract with somebody in the past. So you're karmically tied to somebody in the past. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. But you also have something new making its way in. So I'm kind of feeling an energetic tug of war here. Regardless of whether or not you want to go back to a past person or not, you're still energetically tied to somebody from the past. And something new is coming in at the same time. Oh, man, which one should I read, though? I feel like whoever this is in the past is still holding on to a little bit of anger and bitterness with the King of Swords in the reverse. We got 2 Aquarius cards here. Some of y'all dealing with an Aquarius. But I think they're a little bit too nervous to talk to you because they're afraid it'll be nothing but a bunch of drama. Could be a Pisces for some of you. But yeah, you have a new person coming in. Let me see. Man, that gets so overwhelming whenever there's 2 different situations playing out. Let's get 1 card for the past person's feelings for Aries. They're holding back. They have a lot of things that they want to say to you, but they're biting their tongue. They're holding back, and they're keeping their thoughts to themselves. Could be a Leo for some of you. Is the past person taking action? 6 of Swords reversed. No. So the block communication card came out. I almost said yes with the 6 of Swords reversed. They're failing to let go of this, but I don't really see them opening up and saying anything. If communication is blocked, I don't see them trying to work around that, which is not hard. If somebody has you blocked and you really want to get a hold of them, you can work around that. Okay. We all know that that's just a big show anyways, but I don't see them taking the action to work around that. What about the next person coming in? What about the new person coming in? What are their feelings and intentions? This person may be a little bit scattered, a little bit unorganized. Their priority list may be a little bit fucked up. Maybe this person might be the type of person that wants a relationship so bad that they will put that above all their other priorities. Kind of needy and desperate. Oh, man. But, yeah, see, this next person coming in, this is going to have a lot of feelings for you. They got lots of feelings for you, and they may, again, not have their priorities in the right place. Let's get an energetic outlook at that situation. Yeah, man, I'm feeling like this could, 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles reversed. This may be the type of person that just falls stupid in love and starts neglecting other areas and aspects of their life. What's the advice for Aries? What is the advice? When it comes to the new person, communication. May sound silly, may sound corny. Communication. Make sure y'all talk and get to know each other as humans and as individuals before the emotions pull the wool over your eyes and you fail to form a true connection. The 7 of Cups, though, it's saying to keep your options open for now. Like, talk to this person, but keep your options open at the same time. If you notice this connection actually progressing and really moving forward, then, okay, let's put all the other options away. But when you're talking to this person, for a little bit, don't close down all of your options to this person until something starts to become established and you all agree, okay, we both see the potential here. Does that make sense? What's the advice for the past person? The Tower. Let the Tower finish burning to the ground. I wouldn't revisit this until it's nothing but a pile of ash and you've swept it all up, you've cleaned up the mess, and the mess is cleaned up. You get the metaphor, the analogy that I'm making here, especially if it was something recent. If the person from the past was within the last 3 to 6 months, let the Tower finish burning. I don't know why. They didn't tell me why, but that's what came through. All right, Taurus. What messages do we have for Taurus for the weekend? Messages for Taurus. Messages do we have for my Taurus friends for the weekend, man? Woo, 6 of Swords. So there's something that some of you are moving on from. And this indicates forward movement and difficult forward movement at that, because look, homie got swords stuck in his fucking boat, dude. Not the easiest trip downstream if you got swords stuck in your boat, you know. So there's something that you're moving on from. It hasn't been easy, but you are moving forward. Justice reverse. For those of you who were done very, very, very wrong, and you're wondering whether or not this person is going to get what they deserve, it doesn't look like it right now. And don't focus too much energy on that, or you could end up manifesting something bad in your own life. That's my own personal advice. That's a very dangerous energy to play with. I see it happen all the time. All the time. Somebody gets done wrong, done dirty, and they take all of their focus and their attention and zone it in on hoping and wishing and waiting for something bad to happen to that person. Well, you cast those frequencies out. Whatever frequencies you cast come back to you. So that person keeps experiencing a series of unfortunate events that manifest into their life over and over and over. And they end up saying, why me? Because you're not paying attention to your vibration. That's why. Anyway, that was my own personal advice. Could be a Libra for some of you. 10 of coins in the reverse. What's coming in next? What's coming in next? Something past or new? Past or new? What's coming in next for Taurus? Some of y'all are connecting with somebody at the workplace, possibly. But at that, I still kind of feel like, even if it's not somebody at the workplace, you're putting your work and your finance over and above all other things. So whoever this is that comes in next, I do feel like it's going to be a new person. I'm not seeing a past person coming back. But your priorities are in a different place now. They're in a different place. You're putting work, finances, and whatnot. See, look at all these coins. Nothing but coins came out. Could be a fellow Earth sign making their way into your life. But it's looking to me like it's going to kind of be somebody that, I don't know if you're keeping them at an arm's distance or if you're just really strictly like, okay, I got to focus on my work. Okay. I want to make sure I'm taking on, a couple of hours of overtime this week, and I have to make sure that I put aside a little bit of money for this. And that's my number one priority. That's my number one focus. And it almost kind of feels like you might be putting this person down a little bit on the priority list. How does the person on Taurus's mind feel about them? How do they feel about you? The Hermit. 9 of coins. I think you intimidate this person a little bit. King of coins, 9 of coins, Hermit. This is all about being somebody who's very independent. You don't really seem like you want to be bothered by anybody. You appear to really have it all together. It may be a little bit intimidating for some people. Like, man, you probably don't even want to be with me. I think you intimidate them just a little bit. What's the outcome for the next person coming in? What's the outcome? Ooh, it's going to start picking up and moving a lot faster than you know, though. A whole lot faster. Ooh, and the Lover's card. Yeah, that's not going to last long, Taurus. I get it. I get where you're coming from, but it's going to start taking off real quick, and this connection is going to get real strong. So, what's the advice? Could be a Gemini for some of you. What's the advice? The King of Swords. Okay, like I said, it's going to be difficult, but do the best that you can to keep your head above water, especially if you have important priorities that you can't be distracted from. Keep your head above water. It's going to be a real strong connection. And these connections, if you're not in the right headspace or the right heart space, can be kind of difficult to think through. It can be difficult. It can be, you can tend to kind of lose your mind a little bit. Keep your head above water so you can think straight. It may be hard, but whatever it is that your priority is, whatever your priorities are right now, keep them in order. Okay. I don't know what it is about priorities that keep coming up here. I don't know what that's all about. All right, Gemini. What's the most important message for Gemini? What's the most important message for Gemini for the weekend? The Empress reversed. Oh, you're connected with somebody that the two of you are just not growing together. There's just no growth here. There's no evolution. You know, something very specific has to happen energetically in order for two people to grow together. And I don't see that happening. It does require work on both parts. So I don't know if you're the only one dedicated to this connection or if they're the only one dedicated to this connection, but one of you isn't dedicated to putting forth the work to coming together and actually growing, you know, and establishing long-term stability and whatnot. Could be a Taurus for some of you. Two of Pentacles reversed. What is it with everybody's priorities? I even grabbed a different deck. Same thing that came out in the Aries reading. Same thing that came out in the Taurus reading. Maybe this is a weekend where everybody collectively needs to be able to categorize, you know, certain areas and aspects of their life. Okay. I know it's hard because everything is connected, but we got work, we got family, we got finances, we got the car, we got the spouse, we got the son, the daughter, the mother, the father. Do the best you can because it's looking like energies are so heavy this weekend that everybody's priorities might start running together. And that's what I'm seeing. It's what it's starting to look like. I don't know what that has to do with your reading here, though. Some of you are trying to manifest something with this person. Be careful with that. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you cannot manifest a specific person to feel a certain way. There are people all over the internet who will give you teachings and tell you that you can manifest a specific person. Be careful with that. Be careful. All you can manifest with a specific person is an opportunity. That's all you can manifest. You can manifest taking a timeline where you and this person come together and you can shoot your shot. And it may work. It may not. But if there's somebody who's not interested in you, they are in another relationship, they don't even realize you exist, you cannot manifest this person to fall in love with you. And if you try, that crosses the line into black magic, where you are trying to infringe on somebody else's free will. And that will bite you in the ass. It's not worth it. I don't know who needed to hear that. But some of you have been working on trying to manifest this. If that doesn't apply to you, then just don't worry about that. But I know some of you it does. Be careful with that. But whatever it is you're trying to manifest with this person, it doesn't look like the two of you are coming together and having anything stable. It just doesn't look like it. You can manifest your divine partner. You just don't get to pick who it is. No, you don't. Nope. So there's a lot of tension here with this particular connection. Some of you are finding out maybe some secrets that they were keeping. And I think some of you, I hate to get too specific, but some of you found out some secrets that were being kept about a third party, possibly. Oh, Six of Cups. Some of you, this is a past person. 10 of Wands, whatever this is, it's affecting you, and it's starting to affect certain areas and aspects of your life, whether you realize it or not. For those of you who are trying to manifest this person to come forward with a love offer, they're not responding to that energetic influence. They are not. There's too much tension here with this situation. If this is a past person, there's too much tension between the two of you. If it's not a past person, if it's just a love interest, I think this person has a lot of tension with somebody from their past, because there's past energy coming here. It's either past energy on your end or their end. But there's tension having to do with the past with this person. What is the overall general outcome for Gemini for the weekend? Overall general outcome. Uh-oh. The devil card in the reverse. You know what this means, right? The universe is doing you a favor. How many of you are friends with me on Facebook? Got any of you in here? Remember that thing I shared the other day? It was a little meme that said, I'm so glad I didn't end up getting what I thought I wanted. A lot of times, especially in terms of relationships and whatnot, the universe be doing your ass a favor. You think you want this person so bad. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. And the universe ain't going to let it happen. You'll thank the universe later. It's kind of like, when you're a kid, when you're a little kid and your parents won't let you do something very dangerous that could possibly hurt you, and you get so mad at them. But then when you grow up, you look back and you're like, I understand it now. Same thing the universe is doing to you on this. Same thing. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Universe is doing you a favor. What's the advice? What is the advice? Ace of Wands. It's time to start new and start fresh. Anybody who's not coming forward with a love offer, trust that the universe is doing it for a reason. Monitor your vibration and pay very close attention to how you are manifesting. Pay close attention to your vibe. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So if those of you who are dealing with a past person, do what you can to close out that karmic contract. Okay, because you are karmically tied to this person. Don't know if the two of you were karmic soulmates when you first came together, but if you weren't then, you are now. Close out that karmic contract. Heal from it. Heal from it and redefine the meaning of the connection. Okay? Yep, judgment. A final decision on that needs to be made. Time to start new and start fresh and be willing and open to receive new options. But have a guard at the gate and an application process. You got to fill out an application process to be a part of my life. I'm telling you, you want to have that application process for somebody to be a part of your life. You will bypass so much nonsense and bullshit if you have an application process to be with you. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Don't drink poisonous water just because you're thirsty. All right, Cancer. What's the most important messages for Cancer for the weekend? Okay. Ooh, that's you, boo-boo. That's you. The Chariot. Some of you may be traveling to see somebody possibly, but that is a Cancer card though. So when I pull the major arcana for your sign in your reading and it comes out in the upright, this does mean that you are embodying the highest vibrational version of your energy that you possibly can for the weekend. So that's beautiful. Beautiful. Those of you who have been on a healing path and you've been struggling with it, which you will, the healing path sucks. I think you're really going to start to actually notice the forward movement that you've been making, because you have, whether you realize it or not. You've been healing beautifully. Beautifully. Okay, and the Death card. Yeah, I think a lot of you have been healing from something. A lot of you have been healing from something in the past, and you may have been doubting the healing process because it's so painful. And it's painful because it's supposed to be. Healing is not something that just happens to you. It's a process. It's a journey. And when you're doing it right, it sucks. And when you're doing it right, it feels like time is standing still. It feels like you're not making any progress. It feels like you're not making any forward movement. It's very much like going to the gym. Y'all remember how fat I was back in 2020? Remember that? How fat I got? I got big. I started going to the gym, and every day I'd come home, I'd look in the mirror, and it would look the same. Every month, after a month, 2 months, 3 months, I'd come home, look in the mirror, everything looks the same. It looks like I've made no progress. And this just kept going on month after month after month after month after month after month. And then one day I was sitting there on my phone, and then a memory on Facebook popped up from a year and a half ago. And I went, oh my God, damn, I was fat. Holy shit, I've lost a lot of weight. But I didn't realize it until I looked back and saw how much progress I had made. A lot of you, similarly, that may be a silly analogy, but similarly, a lot of you are starting to notice that this weekend. You've been healing beautifully. Beautifully. What's coming in for Cancer? Could be a Scorpio some of you have been dealing with. More healing. More healing cards are coming out. What's coming in? Something old or new? Strength card reversed. What's coming in? It's not fucking telling me what's coming in. Let me hit this from a different angle. Let me see what's happening between Cancer and the person they're thinking about. Okay. All right. So there is still an energetic tie from the past. That's what's slowing down the process of something new coming in. Okay. You've been healing beautifully. But for those of you who actually listen to my course about the healing journey, there's a long, drawn out stage of the healing process that can be very confusing, very weird, and it can be long and drawn out. And you can have made lots of progress down that path, but you're still energetically tied to them. There's still a soul tie there. And there is still more healing that needs to be done, is what I'm seeing here. Well, let's take a look at the next person who is due to come into Cancer's life. Oh, 10 of Cups, boo, boo. That's why so much healing needs to be done here. Because a lot of you have already cleared up any karmic contracts that you had, learned any lessons that you needed to learn, and the next person due to come in is your divine partner. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be 100% healed, glowing, floating on a cloud, playing a harp with a halo before this person shows up. But you do have to have made enough progress down the healing path that the universe sees that you take 100% responsibility and accountability of your healing before the universe will bring you the partner who will make that journey with you. Yeah, so this is what's coming in next. Something more successful than anything you've ever experienced thus far. Let's look at the next person's feelings and intentions. Next person's feelings and intentions. Ten of Cups. You see it? Twice in a row. What's the advice for Cancer for the weekend? What's the advice? Do as much reflecting on the past as you can. It's not just simply about learning the lesson. It's about learning the lesson, applying the lesson to your life, and how you can use that lesson to change your life. That's what learning lessons is really all about. And the energy is completely transmuted once you've done that and you see the results. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because the next person due to come in, the next one, this one here, the last person taught you lots of valuable lessons that you will need to apply when this comes in. Lots of valuable lessons. If you want something that is so unlike anything you've ever experienced before that it completely changes your life, it's going to demand a different version of you. And that's how you become that different version of you. That's how you do it. Got some good stuff coming in for Cancer, man. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Leo. What important messages do we have for my Leo friends for the weekend? What important messages do we have? Boom, the Hermit. So some of y'all are just kind of laying low, not really wanting to mess with nobody this weekend for some reason. Just kind of retreating, doing your own thing. Maybe some of you just been in the spotlight too damn much here over the past few weeks, couple of months, and you're like, okay, I'm a little bit drained. I need to go do me with the Hermit. Some of y'all are thinking about a Virgo, possibly. Eight of Swords. So there's somebody that you're ignoring or they're ignoring you, one of the two. These energies could go both ways. There's unfinished business with somebody. Kind of feels to me like they're ignoring you, honestly. Or they're playing dumb. That's what they're doing. They're playing dumb, pretending that they don't know you exist, acting like they don't know what went wrong, denying accountability, of course. For those of you who got left for a third party and you're wondering whether or not that relationship's going to be successful, no, it ain't. I know that's not all of you, but I know it's at least one of you. That ain't going to be successful. It rarely ever is. Okay, that trails off into a topic about frequency equalization that I don't have time to get into here for this, but you can almost guarantee 95% that when you're good to somebody, you're treating them right, your heart's in the right spot, you're doing everything right, you're not doing nothing wrong, you're treating this person good, and they leave you for somebody else, 95 to 98% chance that's going to fail. That's going to fail. That's going to fail. If I'm already treating you like a fucking king or queen and you think you're going to go find something better? Like, what did you put in your crack pipe this morning? What delusional fairy tale land do you live in? Oh, you think you can find better? All right, go and find it then. Go on and find it then. And once you come back, you can kiss my ass. Yeah, y'all have just been dealing with somebody that's very, very irresponsible. They may be ignoring you, but they're watching you. They're pretending to ignore you, but they're watching you. What's coming in next for Leo? Past or new? Again, I'm thinking that right now, a lot of you aren't really messing with nobody with the Seven of Cups reversed, but with the Two of Cups, let me clarify the Two of Cups. Hang on. Is that past or new? I'm feeling like a lot of you are going to be reconnecting with a past person, but I'm not feeling like a love offer is going to be made. With the Two of Cups, Four of Cups, Three of Swords reversed, it feels like a reconnection with a past person, but no love offers being made. So I'm not seeing reconciliation energy on the table here. What's the advice for Leo with the past person? What's the advice? Three of Swords. If they did you wrong in the past, the chances that they'll do it again are very, very likely. That doesn't mean that nobody can change. People absolutely can change. It's just that people rarely ever do. It's not very common. I just had a client come to me yesterday who was saying that, I got with this person a few years ago. They were a liar and a cheater. Now they've come back and, oh man, it just seems so amazing. Now they're telling me everything that I want to hear. Should I believe them? If they did you dirty in the past, let's be fair. Let's be fair and don't have any expectations. No expectations. Because it's possible for people to change. It is. I mean, I'm living proof. Man, back in the day, I've done some shady shit back in the day. And I've completely transformed my life. I'm living proof that people can change. But that changing process, that evolutionary process was torture. It was hell. So that's why most people just don't do it. Most people don't. But it's possible. You could have changed. I'm going to keep you at an arm's distance and watch you for at least 3 months. If you don't have the patience to keep somebody at an arm's distance for 3 months while you observe them to see whether or not they've really changed, then I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Who's the next person due to come in for Leo? 3 of Cups. Could be somebody that you can actually form a genuine friendship with. You'll notice that right off the bat with the next person. You'll form an actual friendship with them. Like we have our love connection, but we're also friends at the same time. You'll notice that right off the bat. That's the next person due to come in. So if you connect with anybody, if you bring anybody into your life that you are having a hard time connecting with on a friendship type level, that may not be the next soul contract due. So be very picky and selective on who you allow into your life. Like I was just telling Gemini, there got to be an application process. Got to be an application process. You have to be able to add some value to my life. I have to be able to add some value to your life. There has to be an equal give and take exchange of value. If there is no equal exchange, give and take of value, what are we doing? We're not going to make any progress together. We're not going to grow together. We're not going to evolve together. We won't come together as one and make any progress. I'm not doing that. Telling you, be picky. That does not make you a bad person. And anybody who tries to make you feel like that makes you a bad person is trying to manipulate you. All right, Virgo. What is the most important messages for Virgo for the weekend? Most important message for Virgo. Judgment reversed, unanswered questions, unfinished business. There could be a situation that you're dealing with. It's just really confusing. It makes no sense. And when something doesn't make sense to a Virgo, Virgo has a very hard time sleeping at night. Don't you? Don't you? Yeah. King of Swords. Oh, I think I see where this is going. Okay. So there's somebody that I don't know if this person's been leading you on or breadcrumbing you or whatever the case may be, but I'm kind of feeling like somebody's playing some mind and emotion games with you. But you're driving yourself nuts because you can't figure out if they're doing it on purpose or if you're making it up in your head, or if you're just blowing the whole thing out of proportion, or if you're 100% justified in how you feel, or if I think you're driving yourself nuts. Oh man. What's coming? Is this a past person or a new person? Could be a Pisces for some of you. Well, there's definitely some past energy in here. Definitely. I've been doing the best I can to try to steer around the past energy, but it keeps coming out, y'all. You know that every time I don't put an intention on the table and I just say what's going to come out first, the past energy comes out 99% of the time. And I've been trying to steer around that, but it keeps coming out. The past always comes out. That's the reason why I put that healing course in my school. That's the reason why I made it so cheap. Because that's one thing that I see in my line of work. Past energy, healing needs to be done collectively. Humanity has to evolve up out of the vibration of unresolved, unfinished business and karma that keeps stretching along for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, keeping humanity locked in one vibrational state. We're ascending in vibration. We have to learn how to heal. If we don't learn how to heal, we're going to get stuck on the karmic wheel and end up taking the lower timeline. We can't do that. That's not what we, the light workers, came here to allow to happen. We came here to break that cycle. At least for the beings who came here to make the shift. If you want to take the lower timeline, you have fun with that. But I know not everybody wants that. And especially if you're following me, there's a good chance that you don't want that. All right, I trailed off. Sorry about that. Okay. Ooh, 9 of Cups, though. Beautiful. You feel like you learned some lessons with this situation here. Feels like past energy. There is an awful lot of tension between the two of you. Both of you learned lessons. And yes, this person knows what they did wrong. They know exactly what they did wrong, but they ain't trying to admit it. This person's too immature. Too immature, too power hungry, and too all up in their ego to admit to and apologize for what they either did wrong or what they should have done better or whatever the case may be. Jesus, Virgo. Hang on. I'm going to have to clear the air on that one. Hold up. I have got to clear the air on that one. That was heavy. Didn't y'all do that to me last time? Was that you? I think it was Virgo. I could be wrong on that. All right. Hang on a second. All righty. Ooh, let some more light up in here. All right. What's the advice? What is the advice for Virgo? What's the advice? Ooh, the 4 of Wands. Death card reversed. 4 of Wands. When and if there is an open door of opportunity to reconnect with the past person, I do think that a reconnection does need to happen. I think a conversation does need to happen between you and somebody from the past, but don't try too hard to work this out. With the 5 of Wands energy right there, they're not trying to work it out. So close it out. Close it out. Don't let them get the reaction out of you they're trying to get out of you. What's coming in? Who's the next person due to come in for Virgo? Ooh, the Ace of Swords. Somebody that you communicate with very, very well. You'll notice good communication, stimulating conversations. Look out for that. Anybody new you connect with, pay close attention to how the two of you communicate. If there's a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of confusion and, you know, you're not 100% sure when you talk to somebody, you're not really sure. I can't tell exactly what you're saying, or maybe you meant this, or are you hinting about that, or maybe are you beating around the bush about this, or are you alluding to that point? That's not the next person due to come in. Next person due to come in, you're going to notice. So easy to communicate with. Okay. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that. Okay. All right. Weird messages. Okay. All right, Libra. 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 What's the most important messages for Libra for the weekend? Most important message. Uh-oh. Two of Cups. Reversed. Is this a past person or a new person? Three of Wands here. So it's somebody that you've been waiting to hear from. Somebody you're waiting on them to come forward. Past energy, it looks like. Or maybe they're waiting on you to come forward, but this is somebody that you're moving on from. Okay, but a new person is coming in. The next person coming in is going to be new, but somebody from the past is waiting for you to reach out and come forward. And it's not with the Six of Swords in the upright here and the Queen of Swords. It's not looking like that's what you're doing. It's not looking like it. I feel like you have slammed the door shut on the past. Slammed it shut. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Look at that. That's pretty short, sweet, and simple. I don't know why that came through like that. There you go. Emotional independence. And that's how it works too, with that Nine of Cups energy. This is why when it comes to the minor arcana, I would have to say that the Nine of Cups is probably one of my favorite cards, because this is the frequency of true love, happiness, and abundance matched and equalized. The Nine of Cups. Once you match the frequency of true love, happiness, and abundance with the Nine of Cups energy, what comes next? That 10th cup. That 10th cup comes next. So, okay, cool. I'm going to have to split all this up again. I have to split it all up. How does the past person feel about Libra? What are their intentions and feelings? Okay, they're still holding a grudge, but subsequently, they're accusing you of holding a grudge. They're accusing you of holding a grudge because they're holding a grudge. They're projecting their own shit onto you, is what they're doing. They're not coming forward with a love offer. They feel karmically tied to you because they are, and they feel it. What's the advice with the past person? What's the advice? Nine of Cups again. So you're already doing it. You're already doing it. What this means is I am responsible for my own happiness. Okay. Independence is a buzzword, especially in the dating scene. Okay. There are two ends of the independence spectrum. On this end of the spectrum, there's self-sufficient. That's one end of the independent spectrum. On this end, there's emotional independence. Emotional independence does not mean that you're alone and you're doing it all by yourself. When you're emotionally independent, it does not matter. You can be happily married to your divine partner. You can have a huge group of friends and family that you're around all the time and that you live with and are constantly interacting with. Emotional independence means I don't depend on any outside source to be the solution to my happiness. That's what this means. And I feel like you're already doing that anyway. Hang on. All right. All right. What about the next person coming in? What's their energy and intentions look like? Oh, well, this person's healing from some heartbreak too. The next person coming in with the Three of Swords there. So they're healing from some heartbreak and they do want to take things slow. Could be an air sign or a fire sign for some of you. Well, what's the outcome with the next person coming in? Sorry, the fucking garbage truck's right outside my window. If you hear that noise. Okay. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. Boo, you mean business, don't you? You mean business. So you're maintaining a very, very level head and maintaining character throughout the first month of this connection with this person. They want to take things slow. That's cool. We can do that. We can do that. Maintaining composure. Healing. Both of you are healing together. What's the advice? What's the advice for the next person coming in? Continue walking away from the past. Leave the past in the past. Slam the door shut on the past and walk away from it. Death card. Look. For that being the advice with the new person, just be 100% sure. Okay? And that happens in here. I don't care what you tell me. I don't care what everybody else thinks. It happens in here. Slam the door shut on the past. Lock the door. Break the key off in it. Nail it shut. Walk away from it. And leave it where it belongs as you move forward with the new person. All right. Scorpio. What's the most important messages for Scorpio for the weekend? Page of Pentacles. So there's somebody that's been trying to get your attention. I don't know if this is a past person or a new person. Six of Swords reverse, past person. Sorry, y'all. It always comes up. So the person from the past, whether you're interested in them or not, they have been doing little things to try to get your attention, you know, like posting things directed towards you. Maybe they'll go watch your Instagram story and hope that you see it. Maybe every now and then they'll put a little heart on your little selfie or whatever. Or maybe here's an example I like to use a lot. Maybe say your friend works at a store, like the grocery store, and this person just has to go grocery shopping while your friend's working, knowing that they're going to be like, Scorpio, dude, you'll never believe who came into my work today. See what I'm saying? Doing little things to try to get your attention, but not coming straight forward and communicating like a grown adult. When we gonna grow up? All righty. And the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you all dealing with an Aquarius. I also have Sagittarius here. Somebody playing mind games with you, dude. Somebody playing mind games with you. The next person due to come in is a new person. But you're going to end up dealing with this past person at some point. I can already tell you that. At some point. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I don't know how that's going to happen. It's really not telling me. If they're reaching out to you, you're reaching out to them, or if y'all just accidentally end up crossing paths out somewhere. But you will end up reconnecting with this past person at some point. But here's the thing. You're losing feelings for this person anyways. I have a feeling that by the time that does happen, that you're able to reconnect with this person, even those of you who still have feelings for a past person right now, the universe is not going to let you cross this person's path until you're numb. Okay? Because your head's got to be above water so you can think straight and make a logical decision. Not saying that you can't right now. It's just, it makes it much easier when your head's above water. You get some air and you can think straight. Okay, the Emperor reversed. This person's intimidated by you. And some of you, not all of you, but some of you dealt with a real narcissist. This is one of the cards that I look for in that energy. I'm very careful how I use that word. But coupled with the Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, this feels like gaslighting energy right here, manipulation energy, and the Emperor reversed. Some of y'all are either dealing with a straight up narcissist or somebody that just does really narcissistic shit. You know, the gaslighting, the manipulation. You know how narcissists do. All right. What's the overall outcome for Scorpio for the weekend? Overall outcome. Scorpio connecting with a past person or a new person. Emperor reversed again, man. The past person still doing things to try to get a reaction out of you. I don't even know if you're aware of it or not. I think you've made up your mind. Whatever it is, even, new person coming in. New person. Even if the decision you made is a decision you didn't want to make, as a fixed sign, you're sticking to that decision. We fixed signs are really fucking good at that. What's the advice for Scorpio for the weekend? What's the advice? King of Pentacles. Again, keep your priorities in order. Those of you, now this may only go to a specific group of you, but anybody who's watching can take this advice. I know you've heard this before. You're going to hear it from me too. I'm not the only person you've heard this from. If you are dealing with a real, true narcissist, cut communication. No contact, no reaction. None to anything. I don't care how they dragging your name through the dirt. I don't care what little rumors they're spreading. You got to be patient, because here's what happens if you're patient with a narcissist. If you can be patient and strong enough to stand the test of time, let them go spread their little rumors. Let them do it. Let them do it. One of these days, as long as you maintain your energy and you stand the test of time and you stand in your integrity and stand in the truth long enough, they will be exposed every time. You do not react to them. You do not respond to them. You do not fight to try to defend yourself. Eventually, they're going to go out. You think you're the last person they're going to do this to? No, absolutely not. Oh, no. The truth will always bubble up to the surface if you let the truth defend itself. Sometimes we get in there trying to fight for the truth and we fuck it up for the truth. The truth has a very specific way that it likes to get things done. And sometimes it's not the way we want it done. Sometimes the truth has a very strategic way that it goes about exposing itself. And it can be long, drawn out, convoluted, confusing, complicated. Sometimes we can get in there trying to fight the battle for the truth and fuck it all up for the truth. And then we end up getting in the way and fucking it all up. If you step back and let the truth fight its own battle, it will always win. It just requires, you just got to be headstrong, boy. You got to be determined. Take that fixed Scorpio energy and use it. That's where we fixed signs are at an advantage. Stubbornness can be the most powerful tool that you have in your arsenal, or if you don't know how to channel that energy properly, it could be your worst enemy, your greatest liability. That's one of the ways in which you need to channel that stubbornness to your advantage. When somebody's trying to manipulate you, you dig your heels in and you put your foot down. Don't let them manipulate you. Let them say what they want. Let them think what they want. Let them tell everybody what they want. You dig your heels in and you remain stubborn. You got to out-stubborn them, because a true narcissist is relentless. They are absolutely relentless. You got to be more relentless than them. You have to be more willing to be stubborn and refuse to react, then they are willing to try to break you down. All you got to do is stand strong longer than them. That's it. And the truth will expose itself one day. All right. Big, long tangent. That was for anybody that needed to hear it. Because I've dealt with a narcissist before. Trust me, I know. Oh, trust me, I know. It humbled the shit out of me. I didn't know that it was possible for a human to be that sick. I've dealt with it before. I know. Okay. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Mm-hmm. Sagittarius. Mm-hmm. What's the most important message for Sagittarius for the weekend? Most important message. Woo! Knight of Cups, boo boo. That sounds like new love coming in. Sounds like new love coming in. Beautiful. But it is a night, though. So, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. Oh, well, we do have a King of Cups here, but we got an Ace of Cups in the reverse. So there's something a little bit shaky about this right here. This may be somebody who's a little bit inconsistent. A little bit inconsistent and afraid of commitment. So it may be something that's kind of short-lived, really exciting for the moment and for a few days, and then you start noticing kind of inconsistencies and whatnot, and that immediately triggers your defenses immediately, where I don't think so far that it's coming from a bad place with the King of Cups in the upright. And I think it's coming from a fear of commitment. For some of you, this is going to be real specific, but for some of you, this person is ashamed that they're not as well off financially as they want to be. Maybe they just don't want you to know that. But when somebody is afraid of commitment, why are they afraid of commitment? Why would anybody be afraid of commitment? Most of the time, 90% of the time. The past. Always. Okay. I'm not seeing any past energy coming in for you, though. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. Also have Libra and Taurus here. Okay. Real quick, let's see, for those of you inquiring about a past person, let's see how the person from the past is feeling about Sagittarius. I'm not seeing that energy coming through at all, though. High Priestess reversed. Page of Swords. So I kind of think they do want to talk to you. Oh, but the Seven of Swords. So they do want to talk to you, but I don't think they have very good intentions. I don't think they have intentions of trying to honestly clear things up. I think they're keeping a lot of secrets. Still keeping a lot of secrets, trying to paint a false picture in your mind. And it's probably why that energy didn't come through. Let's see. Let's look at the next person coming in. How's that situation look? How does their energy look? Okay. Again, I'm thinking the next person coming in is having some financial issues. Eight of Pentacles reversed. They may not want you to know about that. They may be a little bit embarrassed, but they do want something long-term. They want something long-term. Could be a Virgo or a Taurus for some of you. But yeah, I hate to be that specific, but it feels to me like the main thing with them is that they're a little bit shy about their finances. So, for example, if they take you out on a date, they might rent a nice car. You know, you can take $100, $200 and get on the Turo app and rent a fucking nice ass car for a weekend. You know that type of energy where it's like, I want to make myself look as good as possible, even though I'm kind of struggling. I'm a manager at Dairy Queen. And I'm embarrassed about that. I'm not saying that makes them a bad person. Not saying that at all. I'm saying that I think they feel a little bit embarrassed about it. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense. But it looks to me like they have good intentions, though. They want something long-term and stable. Thank you, Cinderella Essence, for that super sticker. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. What's the main advice for Sagittarius for the weekend? What is the advice? Uh-oh, Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay, well, the next person that comes in, don't get too excited too quickly and dump all your eggs in one basket. Try to remain as neutral as possible. Get to know this person. Let them know that you're not judging them. Let them know that, hey, you know what? If you're struggling financially, it's cool. You know what? Fuck it. Let's build something together. Let's fucking build something together. If you're not willing to build with somebody, in today's day and age, the likelihood that you're going to be able to get in that solid, stable, successful, healthy, abundant relationship, the chances go down and down and down and down the less willing you are to build with somebody. We got to build together in today's day and age, the way the economy is. We got to build together as a team, So let it be known that there is no judgment involved. So that if they are a little bit embarrassed, be like, you know what? I'm a fucking manager at Dairy Queen. I mean, I did have a job making $150,000 a year. But whenever the lockdowns happened, I got fucking laid off and I haven't been able to get that job back. And the only fucking job I could get is a goddamn fast food job. It's cool. It's totally cool, man. No big deal. It's all good. Let's fucking start a business together. Let's start a fucking YouTube channel together. Let's start something. Let's build together. It's all good. See what I'm saying? All right. I know that was a little bit specific and a little bit weird, but that's what came through. So hopefully somebody needed to hear that. Who we at now? Capricorn. Capricorn. I think I've used all my decks now. What's the most important message for Capricorn for the weekend? Is it past energy or new energy that Capricorn needs to hear about? Eight of Swords. So this is a connection that somebody is ignoring. Somebody's ignoring this connection or just doesn't see it. If it's a connection that, like, if it's a past person, for example, they're ignoring it. Either way, though, I'm kind of not really feeling like that's all that innocent. That feels like there's a little bit of guilt and intention behind it. So whoever isn't seeing the connection, I think it's intentional. I think they're ignoring it. Some of you all are interested in somebody at the workplace. Maybe you got that coworker that, and I hate to get this specific, but even if it's not a coworker, it could be anybody. But I feel like there's a bunch of you interested in that coworker, possibly your boss for some of you. But whoever it is, I'm digging you. I know you digging me. I feel this connection, and I know you feel it too. But they're ignoring it, and they're pretending that they don't. They're pretending that they don't. Honestly, I'm not seeing any past energy in here, y'all. I think this may be the first or one of the first readings that came up for this whole video where in the spread, I'm not seeing past energy. If there was a past person that you were waiting to hear from, I don't think you're waiting on that anymore. But whoever it is that's ignoring this connection, they have their guard up. They have their guard up because they are overthinking it. They're up in their head overthinking it, and they haven't seen what they would consider to be enough evidence that you're into them. Even if you've tried flirting and, I think they need more evidence than that, because especially if you're a female dealing with a male, it's way worse when it's a woman dealing with a man. Men got to be cautious nowadays. Fuck, a woman could just be being friendly. I don't want to just assume. And there are some women out there. Oh, there are some women out there who love to play that game. They go flirt and they do the shit on purpose just to get the man to respond and then scream harassment. Oh, there's some dirty bitches out there, boy. I'm gonna tell you what. And again, I know that we're dealing with all different kinds of situations here. So, but for whatever reason, whether you're a woman dealing with a man dealing with a woman dealing with a woman, or a man dealing with a man, regardless, they haven't seen what they would consider to be enough evidence that would support that you're actually into them enough to respond to this connection. Makes sense. But y'all both feel it. Could be a Gemini for some of you. Could be, I also have Aries and Taurus here. Okay. Let's see how this person feels about you then. How's this person feel about Gemini? Or I'm sorry, Capricorn. How's this person feel about Capricorn? Tower card. They're afraid of a worst case scenario. Ten of Wands reversed. Yeah. Now this person is just very, very nervous. They got so much going on. They may be very insecure, afraid of a worst case scenario. They feel this connection very, very strong, but they're overthinking it. I don't think they want to take the chance on like coming on to you and them being wrong, if that makes sense. What's the overall outcome between Capricorn and this person? What's the overall outcome? High Priestess. Well, the tension's just building and nobody's coming forward with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. What's the advice? Four of Cups in the reverse. Well, I mean, don't take this personal. Temperance. I mean, don't really take it personal. I don't think this person wants to pass up an opportunity. They just don't know it's an opportunity. They just don't know that. So what I would recommend to you, I'm not going to say do or don't pursue this person. Here's what I'm going to say, though. Do the best that you can to turn on the green light. The best that you possibly can, aside from just coming forward and barfing it on the table. Unless you want to do that, but then you run the risk of scaring them away, So we got to remain balanced here. If you put the green light on, yo, I'm into you, I'm digging you, and they don't respond to it, go explore other options. Because think, if that's the mindset that they're in, how would that mindset affect y'all's relationship? How do you think it would affect your relationship? Think about that. Okay. Think about that real hard. All right, Aquarius. What's the most important message for Aquarius for the weekend? Most important message for Aquarius is about a past person or a new person. Boom, Three of Wands. Somebody is waiting to hear from you. Isn't this the same damn story? Could have swore we said that last time. That may have been somebody else, but I thought it was you. Somebody's waiting to hear from you. Could be a fire sign for some of you. Okay, King of Wands reversed, but they're playing it off and pretending that they don't care. Okay. Oh, I feel you're going to be communicating with a new person, but there is still past energy in here. Could be a Virgo, Pisces, or Leo for some of you. Oh, look what you got, though. Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups. The next person coming in, some of y'all, your divine partner's coming in. But, as always, There's still some past energy here. They're waiting to hear from you. And they seem to be convinced that they're going to hear from you at some point. I always say that when the Three of Wands comes out. And another thing that I always say is, have you all done this before? Have you all separated and come back together before, especially if you're the one that initiated the reconnection? I know that's not everybody, but the reason I ask that is because in this Three of Wands energy here, this dude is waiting for his ships to come in. He's not confused about whether or not the ships are coming in. He knows the ships are coming in, and that's why he's standing there waiting. So in this person's mind, they're convinced that you're coming back or that you're going to reach out. With the Page of Swords energy here, they're convinced of it. Seven of Swords. Is this somebody you really need in your life? Okay, hang on. We got to split all this up again. Good God. That's the majority of the signs today have come out almost similar to that. Past and new energy. What's the person from the past true intentions? Do they mean well? Do they want to fix things? Do they want to work things out? Empress reversed. So they don't want anything solid. They don't want to come together and grow with you and evolve with you. I think this person, all this person really cares about is their money. This person's very materialistic and superficial. I just don't think this person has grown or evolved at all. They haven't grown or evolved at all. Especially if this was something a long time ago. Specifically to those of you dealing with somebody that was like multiple years ago, like 2 years ago, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I think if you were to communicate with this person, you would see very, very, very quickly that they have not grown a centimeter. Now, that's a metaphor, obviously. I'm not talking about them growing in height, but they have not grown an ounce. They have not changed a bit. They are still the exact same version of themselves that they were when you walked away from them. And I know a lot of you aren't. And sometimes, I don't know if you, tell me if you do this. I do this a lot. And I'm an Aquarius too. So this, I don't know if this is an Aquarius thing or what, but sometimes I can get kind of trapped in my own little bubble world of whatever it is that I have going on. And just, I don't do it on purpose, but I kind of like subconsciously start to assume that everybody is kind of doing the same thing that I'm doing. I'm not thinking about it. I don't mean to feel that way. It's just that if I'm growing, if I'm evolving, if I'm manifesting and I'm doing all these things, I just assume, well, everybody else is too. No, they ain't. So you may have grown leaps and bounds since you and this person spoke last. If you reconnect with them, you're going to be like, oh my God. You haven't changed a bit. You're still the exact same person, sitting in the same damn spot, spinning in the same damn circles, doing the same dumb shit, fucking with the same damn people, kicking around the same 6 blocks, and you ain't changed nothing. Holy fuck. They just haven't grown or evolved at all. I don't think they plan to. Maybe some of you are dealing with somebody who's too stupid and they don't know how. That is possible. But this person putting on a show for you. Putting on a show for you. Maybe they're the type that just likes to brag about their success, brag about their things. You know, maybe they got a good paying job, or maybe started a little side hustle, or started an online business, something. You know, I think if you communicated with this person, you would start to see very, very quickly that that's all they care about. They just be bragging about their things and their money and their things and their money and their money and their things and their things and their money. So they may have improved their finances, but mentally they haven't grown a bit. They're still incredibly immature, very childish, you know. So what's the advice for Aquarius with the person from the past? What's the advice? Strength card. Just don't say it. Don't say nothing. Hold back, resist temptation. Now's not the time. Why not? Two of Swords. You want to make up your mind. Is it necessary for you to reconnect with this person? Is it really necessary? Think about this. Think about it. Do I really need to reconnect with you? Do you really think that your questions will be answered if you reconnect with this person? Think it's time to start new and start fresh. What's the advice on the next person coming in? Woo! Sun card, baby. Bring happiness to the table. You bring happiness to the table. You bring happiness to the table. Happiness is not something that somebody can bring to you. Happiness is not something that somebody can create for you. True love and true happiness have to come from you. If you want a happy relationship, you have to bring happiness to the relationship. Okay? But you can't create it for nobody else either. So that goes on both sides of that coin. Don't be expecting nobody to make you happy. And don't you dare let nobody try to tell you you're responsible for making them happy. The fuck you is. If you're an unhappy fucking person, ain't nothing I can do about that. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't create your happiness for you. Your emotions are not my responsibility. I'm happy. I'm good. If you're not, well, that's your problem. For real. That needs to be understood. Okay? All right. Pisces. Boom, boom. What messages do we have for Pisces? Okay. Ooh, the 9 of Wands in the reverse and the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Could be a squashing of the beef coming. Clearing the air. I think the past person has been waiting for you to let your guard down so they can clear the air with you. Could be a fire sign for some of you. Lots of fire energy in here. Okay, yep. Hangman. Ooh, looks like you're still pretty upset over whatever this was that happened. You feel like you have not been very successful in finding somebody new. You're trying to manifest a new relationship, and it just doesn't seem to be working, and you're very upset. Whoever this is from the past, they've been hanging around and waiting for you to let your guard down so that they can try to clear the air with you. I don't know what their intentions are just yet, but they at least want to clear the air with you. You just don't seem to be making any forward movement in your love life, though. But a lot of people probably don't know this about you because you appear to have it all together. I definitely think the past person doesn't know what you're going through. The past person looking at you, it looks like, shit, you got it all together and you good. But deep down, you ain't, are you? Not really. Not really. 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands. So that's all about indecisiveness. Death card. Death card. What you're going through right now is the ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. But with that death energy, it's a slow process. And it can very frequently be a pain in the ass. I know we always want a quick transition. But I'm here to tell you, no, you don't. Because a smooth transition from one cycle to the next is a death process. Death and rebirth. A quick transition from an old cycle into a new cycle is the Tower card. You don't want a Tower card, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You don't want that. Oh my goodness, this is a mess. Pisces, what you got going on, man? You a mess, ain't you? Some of you dealing with a Cancer. All right, we're going to split this up again. Let's look at the person from the past. How's the person from the past feel about Pisces? How's the person from the past feel? With the Empress, some of you could have kids with this person. So they wish it would have worked out. I don't think they wanted it to come to an end. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. They wish it would have worked out. Are they trying to reconcile with Pisces? I don't think they believe that's possible. They wish they could. Their emotional, so their logical mind doesn't believe that it's even possible, but their emotional mind wishes that it was possible. Does that make sense? Yeah, see Death card reversed. So they're having a battle between their logical mind and their emotional mind. Is the past person taking action towards Pisces? Star card reversed. No, because they don't have a positive outlook on where this connection is going. Ooh, the Devil card. Now, they feel like it's too toxic between the two of you. They have unfinished business, unanswered questions, but they also have a very negative outlook on the connection. They feel like it's too toxic, and as bad as they want it to work out, I think they're following their logical mind. I think so. What about the next person coming in for Pisces? What's that look like? What's that look like? Ooh, the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So this person may be able to ease your stress, but warning, this person, like connecting with this person may be able to distract you from your problems and your stress. And if you're not careful, it could easily turn into a codependency connection. So you got to be careful with that. Careful with that. Whenever we depend on a person or a relationship to distract us from our problems, that's when it turns into a codependency connection. And that's no different than depending on a bottle of alcohol to distract you from your problems. It's the same thing. So just be careful with that, because this next person coming in, when you're around them, you're going to forget about all your problems. You're going to forget about all your problems. And I get it, man. I get it, dude. It feels so good. But we don't want to latch on to a person because of the feeling that it created for us. Okay? So just know that, yep, when I'm with you, all my problems seem to go flying out the window, but that doesn't mean that they've gone away. It just means I'm distracted from them. I still need to work on my own healing. Okay, King of Pentacles could be a business owner for some of you, somebody who's very responsible, has it all together. They're not playing games. Oh, no. And maybe this is, for some of you, this is the first time you've connected with somebody who's not playing games. Even more of a reason to, man, I just feel so safe when I'm around you. All my problems disappear. All my problems go away. No, they didn't go away. No, they did not go away. Now, again, I'm not saying there's something wrong with connecting with somebody who makes you feel that way. What I'm saying is it turns into a problem when you attach yourself to that person and become dependent on that person to make your problems go away, because they can't any more than a bottle of whiskey can. Ain't nothing wrong. Go out and have your little drinky drink on Friday. Get a little bit of relief from that stress, but the problems are still there. The issue still needs to be dealt with. Make sense? Queen of Cups, boy. Yep. Just be careful and enter into this next connection from a place of energetic awareness and intelligence. And the two of you could create and build something phenomenal. All right. Okie dokie. I feel like those were all the messages that all my signs of the zodiac needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. For those of you just now tuning in, I announced at the beginning of the video, remember how I said that there's going to be special little deals and sales every single month for the rest of this year? Well, we figured out what we're going to do for October, and we went ahead and decided to do it a couple of days early. We put the mini readings back on the list, and we cut $10 off of them. So $40 mini readings for October, and that is available on my website now. Okay. But we're still in September, so the September reading sale is still going on too, where the full readings pre-recorded are $50 off. So there's lots of cool shit going on. Also, yesterday I released a new course in my School of Self-Mastery for those of you who didn't catch the memo. The True Steps to Healing, the healing process and the healing journey, all broken down and explained. That course is only $9.99. That's also available on my website, along with all the other courses in my School of Self-Mastery. All the information for everything I just described and talked about and more is in the description of this video. All right, I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.